Working now?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Keep calling. Okay. I think it's working right now. Let me check.
270, huh?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Someone keep calling. They don't know this time we have a class. Okay. Mèo tía.
You think you're able to do another International Buddhist Conference?
Yeah,
Maybe
but
one day?
International Buddhist Conference?
Like you did in 2016?
Yeah, but we take turn.
Yeah, it rotates. Where's the
rotate,
next
right.
one?
In Thailand. Oh, sorry, in China.
When?
It will be held in December, I think.
In December.
Yeah.
I would like, could I go?
I think so. You can go. Yeah, I will register for you too.
I'm sorry?
If they send me the official letter,
Okay.
invitation letter, so I think I will register for you too.
Okay. Would you talk? Would you speak at the conference? Probably, right?
Yeah, mostly
Like
that conference because I'm a member, executive member of that organization. So
Yeah.
they always invite, for a scholar.
What's the name of the organization?
Speaker. There is a joint organization. It's not.
Okay.
How to say, like a coalition.
Right.
Buddhist organization.
In December.
Name ឥឡូវសូមបានពរញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទណាពរផ្សាយផ្ទាល់ម៉ោង 8 9 យប់ Today ថ្ងៃនេះ 7
Yeah.
June.
June already.
Yeah.
2018.
Can you read our language, Khmer?
I should. You know, I really feel bad because I don't spend any time trying to
Yeah,
learn,
you
which
should.
is it's bad.
You
I
should
should.
speak Khmer.
I know I should.
Yeah.
I
You
should.
stay longer in Cambodia.
Yeah.
ញាតិញោមមើល
Maybe
បាន
if I
ច្បាស់
come
ល្អ
back
ទេ
and teach, I'll learn.
Yeah.
But now I've been just focusing and it's
ថ្ម
not a good
ប៉ុន្តែ
thing.
ដល់ម៉ោងទេចឹងអូខេណែឆ្នាំទៅហ៎អូខេអរគុណបង Last year we joined our class last year. Just give me the name because we will give all the students the certificate for this course.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very
Last
nice.
year and this year.
That's great. Yep.
ច្រើនពរញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទៅដល់ម៉ោងទេហើយឃើញញាតិញោមមកច្រើនបើហើយសុខសប្បាយទាំងអស់គ្នាយ៉ាងម៉េចដែរបើ Oh, someone from Australia, from Brisbane, yeah.
Down under they call that.
Marcel Campbell, I think he's not Cambodian, probably Cambodia, but his name look like foreign, foreigner.
Marcel?
Yeah, Marcel Campbell.
Hello from...
Good evening, Supir, and good evening, everyone. We will start our class at 8 to 9, but we should be ready for the class, so that's why we live before that. Morning, con. កាលណាកូនចាស់គ្រប់ព្រះអង្គញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទមានសំណួរចម្លើយអីទេក៏អាចសាកសួរសន្ទនាគ្នាបានយើងនឹងបន្តមេរៀនរបស់យើងទៀតនៅវេលាម៉ោង 8 ហើយមេរៀនល្អៗបើតេតងនឹង there is a book good question good answer. I think it's a very nice book.
It's a very nice book. I read through it.
You read through it, right?
I did.
Sometimes you may have doubt, so this book will be your answer.
It does. It clarifies a lot.
Right. Suppose នេះណាញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទមានកន្លែងថ្មប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់ញាតិញោមនៅឆ្ងាយថ្មបានផ្ញើទៅឲ្យទេព្រោះហើយប៉ុន្តែញាតិញោមអាចយក PDF បានថ្មញាតិញោមសរសេរថាខ្ញុំកណាចង់បានសភៅជា PDF អញ្ចឹងថ្ម convert ទៅឲ្យណាព្រោះ forward ទៅឲ្យអញ្ចឹងញាតិញោមបានច្រើនទទួលបានច្រើនហើយយកទៅ copy ខ្លួនឯង print ខ្លួនឯងអីទៅដល់ម៉ោងមើលបើដល់ម៉ោងមើលឥឡូវថ្មគួរតែព្យាយាមដាក់អត្ថបទបន្តិចហ្នឹងព្រោះតើដល់ម៉ោងដាក់ខាងដើមដើម្បីញាតិញោមអាច copy ខាងលើក៏អាចបានបើមកព្យាយាមដាក់បន្តិចចុះបើ this is our you see this is our paragraph. So I
That's
think
a PDF.
PDF.
Yeah.
I should edit uh,
It allows all the
for the
viewers to
title. Yeah.
follow.
For our fan also can read.
Yeah.
Okay. ថ្មបានដាក់ទៅហើយដាក់សិនអញ្ចឹងញាតិញោមដែលមិនទាន់បានសភៅ PDF ឬក៏អត្ថបទអីអាចមើលខាងលើបានបង So Philip, you have anything to talk to our fan? Oh, this message just reply. Myself will be back in Phnom Penh in July. I would like to come to one of your lessons. Is that possible? Sure, why not? Welcome to our class.
Who's this?
Myself from Australia. And
Oh, okay. Yeah.
he or she, I'm not sure, but
Just take a quick
will
flight.
she will be in Phnom Penh in July. But I'm not sure our class because I think I will have another vision to go abroad.
Oh, okay.
But I think I just go in short time,
Sure.
probably half month or maybe 1 month.
Oh,
But anyway, I will try my
yes.
best for this class to be continued.
Yes.
So, do you have
Do you want me to say something?
Yeah,
What would you like me to say?
right? Anything.
Yeah, I know in the book they talk about meditation, so
Right.
I think I'll wait for that until we get to there. That's a few chapters beyond what we talked about. But the notion of what we covered in the last 2 days, so I guess 3 days now, and Buddhism as a philosophy.
Yeah, first we talk what is Buddhism.
Yes. What is Buddhism?
And concerning with the
Religion.
religion,
Yeah.
philosophy.
Yes.
Yesterday we have talked, discussed
Hmm.
what is philosophy. Yeah, is
Right.
Buddhism just a philosophy or something like that?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. In the compound word, I mean, having two words.
Right.
Philo,
Philo and
which is love.
Sophia.
Yeah, and Sophia. Yeah,
Very good.
that's right. Philo and Sophia. And so.
Philosophy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That. So first one is
Yes, Philo.
philo, that is love.
Mm.
So you may move a bit.
Yep. I'm sorry. Am I out of the?
Okay, our people. That's okay. And then Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Đọc máu thì còn nó chưa miếng máu. Sophia. I think A maybe.
Yep.
Is-
That's Yep.
this is
Exactly.
wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
how you think Buddhism is philosophy?
When we first met, and I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am today.
Right.
The first time we met was in 2015. So the
Right.
second time when I did the internship with you for 2 months,
Right.
I always came to the conclusion that it was a philosophy, and that was based on my idea that
Thì còn bóng bấy ta.
it wasn't a religion.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, we
Okay,
have to
thank
start.
you. Yeah,
Yep.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you.
Akram.
ផ្លេចមើលម៉ោងណាមោតាសៈភគវតោអរហតោសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធស្សណាមោតាសៈភគវតោអរហតោសម្ពុទ្ធស្ស I take I pay homage the blessed one, the exalted one, the fully enlightened one. My God. The Buddha refuge in the Dhamma, I refuge in the Sangha. សូមក្រាបថ្វាយគុំព្រះកណាគុណចាស់គ្រប់ព្រះអង្គសិស្សានុសិស្សរបស់យើងសូមចរិញ្ញពរញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទស្រីប្រុសទាំងអស់គ្រប់គ្នាគណៈកូនច័ន្ទញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទកំពុងតែទស្សនាការផ្សាយបន្តផ្ទាល់ការបង្ហាត់បង្រៀនប្រធั่วជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសនៅវេលារាត្រីម៉ោង 8 ដល់ម៉ោង 9 យប់ជារៀងរាល់ថ្ងៃច័ន្ទរហូតដល់ថ្ងៃសុក្រនៅវត្តកំផែងក្រុងបាត់ដំបងខេត្តបាត់ដំបងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាអមន់ ហើយថ្នាក់របស់យើងហ្នឹងគឺខ្មែរផងអង់គ្លេសផងសិក្សាខ្មែរសិក្សាភាសាអង់គ្លេសប៉ុន្តែនិយាយដល់ច្រើនគឺនិយាយខ្មែរគ្រូខ្មែរតិចគន់គ្រូខ្មែរហើយអរគុណចំពោះញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទដែលបានតើជាគ្រូអរគុណញាតិញោមមកទស្សនាវិញតាមពិតញាតិញោមគាត់បាទមានទៅធន់គេហៅថាពាក្យខ្មែរថាថោកអ្វីនឹងដៃថ្លៃអ្វីនឹងមាត់ដេគុណល្អមែនទែនពាក្យហ្នឹងថោកអ្វីនឹងដៃថ្លៃអ្វីនឹងមាត់យើងអត់សូវឲ្យតម្លៃបព្វធម៌យើងណាទេគុណណាបព្វធម៌ខ្លាចខ្លួននោះវាអន់ណាខ្លាចគោរពគេនោះខ្លួនឯងនោះវាទៀបជាងគេ អត់យល់ដូចគុណអត់យល់ក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាព្រះអង្គសម្ដែងពីអបច្ច័យណៈដូចគុណការបំពេញបុណ្យណា the 10 kinds of meritorious deed បញ្ញកិរិយាវត្ថុ10ហេតុនៃការបំពេញបុណ្យមានទានសិលភាវនាអបច្ច័យណៈអីនោះវិយាវិជ្ជៈអីអបច្ច័យណៈបានន័យថាម៉េច respect other ចាស់យើង respect គេឲ្យតម្លៃគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកបុណ្យណាដូចគុណឃើញបុណ្យបាត់ហើយ respecting other បានន័យថាឲ្យតម្លៃគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកហើយមនុស្សយើងមិនចេះឲ្យតម្លៃគ្នារស់នៅសុខសាន្តត្រានមានសុភមង្គលមានចំនួនទោសវិវាទអីទេហ្នឹងហើយពាក្យខ្មែរយើងល្អណាគុណចាស់ឥឡូវដល់ម៉ោងហើយយើងរៀនដូចគុណពីម្សិលរៀនពីអីដូចគុណយើងតាក់ទង is what is Buddhism ដូចគុណណាមុនបង what is Buddhism កណាក្នុងមេរៀនរបស់យើងគេបញ្យល់ថា Buddhism នេះមកពីពាក្យអីទីគុណមកពាក្យថាណាពុទ្ធឥឡូវថា Buddha ណា Buddha ហ្នឹងគឺ Buddha ហ្នឹង Buddha សាសនាបើយើងនិយាយទៅទីគុណ Buddha សាសនាណា Buddha សាសនាគឺសាសនាព្រះពុទ្ធហ្នឹងណា Buddhism គឺមក Buddha សាសនាណាកណាហើយ Buddha ក្នុងភាសាអង់គ្លេសគេប្រែថាម៉េច awakening មក awakening ការភ្ញាក់ឡើងណាដូចគុណកណាអញ្ចឹង Buddhism ហ្នឹងគឺគេឲ្យយមន័យប៉ុណ្ណឹងហើយកណាអាចអានបន្តិចហើយសង្ខេបហើយចូលបន្តទៀតណាដូចគុណ What is Buddhism ដូចគុណមន់មើលអានទាំងអស់គ្នាទៅណាចេះទាំងអស់គ្នាទៅហើយបានរៀនសិក្សាទាំងអស់គ្នាទៅដូចគុណលោកវិញអង្គយេនសុខសប្បាយណែអូសុខសប្បាយភាសាក្រៃលេងណាដូចគុណញឹមរហូតចឹងដូចគុណបានជួបដូចគុណគ្រប់អង្គទៅកើតទុកធ្វើអីណោះណារឿងរ៉ាវមានកើតទុករឿងទុកតូមនេះកន្ទក់កន្ទែងដូចគុណកុំផ្សាបញ្ចេញតាម Facebook អីពេកខ្មាស់គេរឿងល្អមិនកកោកមិនដូចលោកគ្រូគូសុភាពថាកុំសូវយកសម្រាមដាក់ក្នុងក្បាលពេកដូចគុណWhat is Buddhism? The name Buddhism comes from the word bodhi, which means to wake up, and thus Buddhism can be said to be the philosophy of awakening. This philosophy has its origins in the experience of the man Siddhartha Gautama, known as the Buddha, who was himself awakened at the age of 35. Buddhism is now more than 2,500 years old and has about 380 million followers worldwide. Worldwide ស្អីគេដូចគុណ worldwide ណា worldwide globally right yeah globally បានន័យថាទូទាំងពិភពលោកណាដូចគុណអាវុធប្រឡាយលោកអង់គ្លេសថាម៉េចណាអាវុធប្រឡាយលោក the weapon of mass destruction អាវុធប្រឡាយលោកកណាគាត់ឲ្យទីចោះកណានេះចេះកណាបរៀន newspaper ដូចគុណ newspaper បរៀនសបាយដូចគុណ newspaper កណាដកស្រង់ពី Cambodia Daily ប្រហែលឆ្នាំមុនរៀនហើយចេះពាក្យដល់ក newspaper ណាដូចគុណធ្លាប់រៀនសបាយណោះរៀន newspaper ហ្នឹងហើយប្រែមាន symbol structure ណាដឹងហេតុការផងហើយហ្នឹងហើយដឹងម៉ូកសែតច្រើនបាទឥឡូវផ្លេចអស់ហើយខានបរៀនដូចគុណបរៀនយូរទៅគេថាទៅណាទៅនៅឆ្វេងឥឡូវបរៀនធัวម្ដងមើលញាតិញោមចេះផងកណា the weapon of mass destruction the weapon ណា weapon ណាមានអាន Philip right weapon yeah weapon yeah the weapon of mass This is how to pronounce it. The weapon of mass. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Okay. The weapon of mass destruction, destruction. នឹងស្មើនឹង nuclear ទេគុណ right Philip nuclear is like a ណាអានេះគេហៅថាអាវុធបំផ្លាញពិភពលោក the weapon of mass destruction អាវុធបំផ្លាញពិភពលោកណាហើយបើក្រៅពីនឹងដេកគុណកុំជឿគេអសោះពួកអង់គ្លេសគេថាអញ្ចឹង the weapon of mass destruction អង់គ្លេសគេណាមិនអត់និយាយអង់គ្លេស the weapon of mass destruction សម្រាប់ nuclear គឺweapon ប្រែថាម៉េចដេកគុណ weapon អាវុធ nè à vót nó cứ kêu bỏ ha kêu bỏ ha đây con à vót men toàn bánh tung 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 vót đây nè đây con chơi giòn ho hay chứ nè nè và phần nó kia sầm đau tơ đau lam đau đau cầm bắt đau đau ấy tao ơi mút nữa nè đây con anh chơi tao ai về bà ha bà nó cái hào à vót đây nè chặt trâu con à vót á đây bịa cái thà song cross trâu con à vót này bịa song cross này miền đây cháo nó đây con nè nè song cross chui phong à song cross trâu là song cross trâu là nè include on lại ta include song cross trâu cái nè the weapon of mass destruction nó cứ à vótប្រឡាយលោកណានិយាយព្រឹងមិញឯង is correct nuclear Philip
Nuclear.
okay nuclear
That's one weapon of mass.
yeah the weapon mass very massive destruction yeah, massive
In a large
destruction
scale.
yeah
Large scale.
Until 100 years ago, Buddhism was mainly an Asian philosophy, but increasingly it is gaining adherence in Europe, Australia, and America. Để con vô ở nó tam này nè, cái này. Và to tiệt. So Buddhism is just a philosophy. Phim sao mấy nhá, cái này. So Buddhism, cái này. So Buddhism is. Để con anh ấy bà dương thầm đa đâm bay bậc caoประโยค question á đi cuốn ประโยค ấy cái hào ประโยค miên man cái nó dạng lẽ nè how many sentences in English Philip
How many
yeah
letters?
sentences
What do you mean sentences?
the kinds of sentence in English like affirmative interrogative
Oh,
yeah
tenses.
tenses yeah
Yeah,
tenses
tenses.
okay
Yeah, not sentence.
yeah
So you have the present tense.
yeah present and
And the future tense.
yeah
and the
past tense
tense. So
right
they're
right
pretty
yeah
basic. And then there's various tenses within the past.
yeah
So
okay
yeah. So there's three basic tenses.
yeah three bases but present
Future,
yeah.
and past. But
But-
there are many tenses from the past tense,
Mhm.
like the past impulse. Yeah. Present tense.
កន្លែងនេះយើងត្រូវដាក់ដូចគុណបើប្រយោគសំណួរគេដាក់ជាម៉េចប្រយោគ
So
សំ
there
ណួរ
are different tenses within the past.
ដូចគុណប្រយោគសំណួរគេដាក់អីកិរិយាសព្ទណាកិរិយាសព្ទមុនអញ្ចឹងគេ so is ដូច្នេះហើយ so is Buddhism sorry this one so is Buddhism កណា Buddhism just a philosophy is right philosophy កណានឹងមេរៀនយើងរៀនម្សិលមិញណាគេសួរថាតើព្រះពុទ្ធសាសនាគ្រាន់តែជាទស្សនវិជ្ជាឬទេដូចគុណយល់យ៉ាងម៉េចដែរដូចគុណកណា ដូចគុណខ្លួនឯងយល់ថាម៉េចដែរប៉ុន្តែបើយើងតាមការបកស្រាយរបស់ដូចគុណធម្មិកៈក្នុងសភៅហ្នឹងគេបកស្រាយយ៉ាងម៉េចមិញពីម្សិលមិញ philo បានន័យថាម៉េចដូចគុណគេនិយាយពីរឿងប្រភពរបស់ពាក្យណា philosophy ហ្នឹង philo មកពី philo បានន័យថាណា love បានន័យថាម៉េចទៅដូចគុណសេចក្តីស្រឡាញ់ណាហើយមួយទៀតគឺ so ណា Sophia បានន័យថាម៉េច wisdom very good wisdom បញ្ញាចឹង love ហើយនឹងបញ្ញានេះជានិយមន័យរបស់ពាក្យថា philosophy ចឹងពុទ្ធសាសនាក៏ឆ្លោះបញ្ចាំងអំពីសេចក្តីស្រឡាញ់ហើយនឹងបញ្ញាដែរអញ្ចឹងបើឲ្យថាពុទ្ធសាសនាមិនមែនជា philosophy ក៏មិនមែនអញ្ចឹងណាទេគុណអញ្ចឹងបានក្នុងចម្លើយមកគេថា Buddhism is philosophy too but not just a philosophy is supreme philosophy បានន័យថាជាទស្សនវិជ្ជាដ៏កំពូលអញ្ចឹងហ្មងដូចគុណពាក្យខ្លះក៏យើងគួរពិចារណាដែរយើងដឹងថាអវាទរបស់ព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធគឺនិយាយអំពីសច្ចធម៌មិនអញ្ចឹងនេះគុណណាសច្ចធម៌ប៉ុន្តែនិយាយពីរឿងសច្ចធម៌វាមានម៉ានទៀតសច្ចធម៌នេះព្រះអង្គសម្ដែងគឺសច្ចធម៌បរមត្ថធម៌ឯណាដូចគុណប៉ុន្តែសច្ចធម៌មានម៉ានទៀតវាមាន4ហើយប៉ុន្តែសច្ចៈមានម៉ានដូចគុណ truth អង់គ្លេសថា truth គេណាសូមយល់ពីសិន Philip I have to clarify with some Buddhist term truth ហ្នឹងគឺគេណាលុបខាងលើហ្មងដើម្បីញាតិញោមបានឃើញ truth ហ្នឹងគឺ truth ហ្នឹងគឺ truth ណា truth សេចក្តីពិតណាសច្ចៈនេះគុណណាសច្ចៈហ្នឹងគឺសេចក្តីពិតសេចក្តីពិតមានពីរដែរគុណ ultimate truth ឬ ultimate reality នោះណាមិនចឹង ultimate reality ultimate truth and ដូចគុណមានពីរនេះគេហៅខ្មែរឥឡូវនិយាយខ្មែរទៅអីទៅហៅថាបរមត្ថសច្ចៈហើយហ្នឹងបរមត្ថសច្ចៈបានន័យថា ultimate truth ដូចគុណ ultimate ultimate truth គឺ reality ហ្នឹងពិតណាដូចគុណ truth ultimate truth ហើយមួយទៀតគេហៅសមតិបានយើងសន្មតសមតិសច្ចៈគណាចាំមើលកណាបញ្យល់បន្ថែមទៀតប៉ុន្តែដូចគុណក៏ច្បាស់អស់ហើយស្អីទៅបរមត្ថសច្ចៈស្អីទៅសមតិសច្ចៈវាពិតអញ្ចឹងមែនណាពិតប៉ុន្តែមួយពិតដោយបរមត្ថហ្នឹងគឺវាធម្មជាតិមកអញ្ចឹងប៉ុន្តែមួយទៀតពិតដោយសន្មតគឺគេសន្មតទៅលើបរមត្ថហ្នឹងឯងមិនអញ្ចឹងដូចគុណដោយកណាដោយទីគុណដោយកណានេះហៅថាដូចគុណហេតុអីក៏ហៅថាដូចគុណហេតុអីក៏ហៅថាប្រសង់ណាហៅដោយសន្មតតែមិនអញ្ចឹងដូចគុណណាសិតដោយសន្មតតែដោយទីគុណមានព្រាមសិតគេដាក់ឈ្មោះទៅលើបញ្ញខណ្ឌហ្នឹងឯងបញ្ញខណ្ឌ5មកសមតិសច្ចៈហ្នឹងគឺ conventional ណាដូចគុណ conventional Philip it is correct this one conventional yeah conventional truth គេណាគាត់សិនទៅពីរហ្នឹងចេះតិចមុនចូលមេរៀនរបស់យើងណាអត់ឃើញទេដូចគុណធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យឃើញណាសិស្សយើងមិនតាមបានយកវត្តមានណាបាទអង្គគ្រូមេកត់កាលរៀនណាក់ឆ្នាំទៅអង្គគ្រូមេកត់រហូតអង្គគ្រូមេកត់មកបើកណាហើយបលឡាយកណាមហ៊ានចូលឡាយទេណាមិនហ៊ានចូលឡាយទេប៉ុន្តែដល់ពេលទៅកត់ឡាយខ្លួនឯងទៅដល់យ៉ាងដែរណា So I'm talking about truth. There are two kinds of truth. That is ultimate truth and then conventional truth. Ultimate truth, it talk about four kinds of truth or reality. Ultimate reality, that is mind and form, mental state, and nibbana. There are four kinds of ultimate truth or ultimate reality. ចិត្តនោះគឺ consciousness ចិត្តសឹកស្អីគេដូចគុណរៀនអស់ហើយណារៀនអស់ហើយបានផ្លេចឡើយរៀនអស់ហើយបានផ្លេច consciousness នេះចិត្តហើយចិត្តសឹកគឺ mental state ណារូបនោះគឺ matter and form ណាnibbana ហ្នឹងគឺ distinction of all ណាeradicated all defilement កណាអញ្ចឹងដូចគុណកណាបាក់បញ្យល់ណា conventional truth of Philip is mentioned about the name of people that we call or something because it's not really exist in the truth but we just name it. We call like Philip. Why we call Philip? Because you have form, you have matter, right? And if we have a critical study, our form is just the combination of the five aggregates, or we say nama and rupa, that is mental and physical phenomena. អញ្ចឹងបើយើងនិយាយពីរឿងរូបយើងមនុស្សយើងហ្នឹងតាមពិតឬក៏សភាវៈស្អីក៏ដោយដែលគុណមានតែពីរឯងមិនអញ្ចឹងមានតែពីរគឺមាន mental and physical phenomena ណា phenomena បានន័យថាម៉េចយើងថាបាតុភូតអីចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែយើងប្រែថាធម៌កន្លែងនេះក្នុងន័យថា mental ហ្នឹងគឺនាមធម៌ and physical ហ្នឹងបានន័យថាម៉េចណា physical ហ្នឹងគឺបានន័យថារូបធម៌អញ្ចឹងមានតែពីរនាមធម៌ហើយនិងរូបធម៌ទេមិនអញ្ចឹងតាមសភាវៈពិតនោះតាមបរមត្ថនេះណាទេគុណណាប៉ុន្តែដែលយើងតែមានសច្ចៈអញ្ចឹងបើកណានិយាយថារឿងពិតនេះពិតមានពីរដូចថាកណាហាក់សៀងហៃហ្នឹងក៏ពិតដែរណាទេគុណពិតដែរប៉ុន្តែពិតដោយ đây ấy đôi săn nó mót năng nè bật đây thà bật mai miền bật ọt bật mai miền bật năng ấy bật đấy bật đây săn nó mót từ lưỡi từ đây bao dương đâm miền prom đanประมาณmà sen một bay bên 1,35 km miền miền đâu bên đấy bữa xong miền mát rồi ngày bông mũi mơn ong chiếng để còn vọt miền mát miền buôn pon vọt chiếng cái này bán đây con cái nam sao mấy ban phải vô về rừng toa sanh về chia nó để con trong bài dương cái lệch mơ pi philosophy này việc miền ai toa khảo tê nó để con có cáiตัวได้ปันได้กี่ฮะ supreme is not just a philosophy it is the supreme philosophy ปันได้เราเป็นยังยัยเป็นเรื่องตัวสนะวิจีตัวสนะวิจีนั่นให้ได้กันนะเป็นยัยติเตอร์ตัวก็ดอลมาของกันนะก็เป็นไทม์สิกได้ที่พอได้คนก็ยอมให้ตัวสนะวิจีปันได้ทำให้ได้คนตัวสนะวิจีอังกฤษทำ philosophy เยอะนะกันนะ philosophy ตัวสนะวิจีจำแนกดังให้ตัวสนะจำแนกดังในจำแนกดังจะกล้าโยนคืนตัวสนาวิจีน่ะวิจีในกายโยนคืนเนี่ย very good very good จะไม่ยังทำไม่ได้คนติสะเจียเตสะน่ะพละเอ้ยเตาเจียจังอ่ะหรือก็ปัสสะได้คนมันจังปัสสะนักบาลีถ้าเคยแต่โดยเจียเปียธาวิปัสสนาเหรอวิปัสสนาโดยขี้แต่วิบาลีทำไม่วิปบอดอังเลธาprefix เหรอวิปัสสนาบาลีถ้าเคยจะบ่ายมอเปียนี่เปียทางดาวมาติสะนั่งเคยกันนะจังโดยเปียวิปัสสนาโดยเปียยืดดาวตัวสนานั่นคือดาวเมอดาวเคยเนี่ยนั่งไงโดยขี้นะผมจังว่าเปียยืงเยรอไงซาดเปียบาลีเปียได้ยืงเราศึกษาวันแต่ยืงเกิดเปียคลามันอ้อยดำลายเลยเนี่ยเรียนบาลีดิอย่างเนี่ยยังไอ้นึงหนึ่งเรียนบาลีถือไอ้ดิยี่ดิคนเรียนเต้าบาลีลังอ้อยบ้าบาลีเต้าแต่งกันนะก็มันบ้าได้กระนั้นถ้าไปอ่านบันดังดิคนไอ้ก็โดยขี้เนี่ยนะดังจังได้ปันกระนั้นถ้าเบอร์ดิคนน่าแต่เมียนชันแต่หมดมอมโลเรียนบาลีก็ยืงสาธุอนุโมทนาตัวน่าดิคนนะก็อ้อยบรรโตขี้เนี่ยจนการดิคนเรียนบาลีบ้านไปย่อยไอ้บังอับบังเอาเนี่ยแทนเตียนอันนึงอัดหล่อดิไอ้ดิคนถ่ายเรียนบาลีเอาเมียนทีสาดิคนทางกีเดภาษาขมายน่าตรการครั้งไงต่อติดบ้านนะเป็นนังกรมเยอะจังตัวสนะวิชีคือบ้านในทางวิชีในการโยนเคยให้กันนายจอมเจตท่าเปียโยนเคยนี่ตามเป็ดโยนเคยปีน่าก็โยนเคยบ้านได้มันจังเลยก่อนเนาะปีน่าก็โยนเคยบ้านได้กันนะตัวสนะวิชีนั่นก็วิไอข้อคลาวิไอเตอร์คลาปันแต่บางยีปีประทัวคือจีบอร์มัดจีสัจจะทัวจีถ้าบอร์มัดมันบอร์มัดเมียนตะมุ้ยนั่นมั้ยบ่เรื่องสัจจะโทษเมียนปีมีสมติสัจจะให้นักบรมัดจังประทมเหมือนแต่เรื่องบรมัดมันนักเมียนขนมในท่าปิดดอยสอนมัดนั่งปิดดอยบรมัดนั่งไงจังคือประทัวคือยัยเป็นเรื่องสัจจะนั่งไงสัจจะโทนะเด็กคนเยอะแล้วจังไงสัจจะโทเมียนประมาณ the form the bot truth ยังเรียนเอาให้นั่งมันจังเด็กคนจำมัน the form the bot truth โจสพอแล้ว the truth of suffering the truth of causation of suffering the truth of cessation of suffering the truth path leading to the cessation of suffering ไอ้นั่งก็น่ะจังกันนะกรอนจอมเจ็บแทมแท้ตัวสนะวิชีเนี่ยบ่ยังเยเตอคือเชียวิชีในการโยนเคยบอกบุคคลนามวยขนมโลกนั่งปีน้าก็อาจมีตัวสนะวิชีบานได้มันจังเด็กคนมันแต่เมเรียนบอกพระสมณสัมพุทธประทัวบอกพระองค์คือเชียสัจจะโทจังอันนี้ขมายบ้านจังนะเด็กคนเคยขมายบ้านจังเบอร์อันยมในขมายคือมันซ้อมท่าว่าพุทธศาสนาเจตตัวสนาวิเจเตปันแต่เบอร์ไปสอนอังเล philosophy ได้กี่แปลทานโลกไอ้นักวิศวกรรมซ้อมให้เด็กคนซ้อมไหมเป็นทัดตัวขนมพุทธศาสนาได้มันจังปันแต่เบอร์พุทธขมายยังตัวสนาวิเจนี่เวรียงโดยกราบเครียดช่างจังนะเครียดช่างจังบันจนก้าวยังวิบากเย่ได้วิบากขนมกาแปรนะเมนเทนเตอร์โนเพียซาโนจะเจขเนี่ยปันแต่เบอร์เด็กคนดังจะบ้านจังเด็กคนอดปัญหาเลยเด็กคนไปเงี้ยจะตามเรื่องเต้าไปโยนเกตตามเรื่องเต้าไอ้มวยเตี้ยสำคัญแต่เรื่องการ define เนี่ย you know define บางทีถ้าเอานิยมมันในเปียนั่นแหละตัวศาสนาวิจีนั่นโดยยืนครอบเยปีเปียท่า religion น่ะเปียท่าศาสนา Buddhism is a religion พุทธศาสนาจี religion เต้บางยืนเอานิยมมันในท่า religion นั่งเตะตัวนั่งอาติเตปเตะตัวนั่งไอ้นั่งจังพุทธศาสนามันเหม็นจี religion เต้ปันแต่บางทีท่าreligion define เนี่ยคือเอานิยมมันในเยอะได้ก่อนกำหนดนะคือกำหนดท่า religion นั่นคือเจีย the way of life บางทีท่าจะวิถีชีวิตจังพุทธศาสนาก็เจีย រលេចចិនដែរអញ្ចឹងបានន័យថាអាស្រ័យទៅលើទំនោរនៃការយល់ហើយនឹងការឲ្យនិយមន័យរបស់បុគ្គលដែលនិយាយឬក៏មជ្ឈដ្ឋានកន្លែងណាដែលគេឲ្យតម្លៃពាក្យហ្នឹងណាយល់ហើយណាដេកុនណាគេណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងយើងប៉ុណ្ណឹងចុះហើយយើងបន្តទៅទៀត Philip is your turn now come here Okay, please, if you have a question, come here because we have to be active in whiteboard so people can also watch. If I don't talk, I don't have any activity here, so
Excellent.
yeah.
Outstanding. Fantastic. So,
Come here, yeah. So,
the Buddha always said you should approach everything with reason and critical thinking.
right.
Okay? So the way this is written, this Australian who wrote this book,
Yeah.
I have one question, and I want to ask you to think about what I'm just going to present.
Right.
Okay? Buddhism is, or how does he say it? He basically says Buddhism is not just
Not just, it should be not just.
a philosophy, okay? But a supreme philosophy, but the supreme philosophy. But the supreme philosophy. Okay. If we look at it, it's English, so there was maybe some translation from another text, maybe Pali or Sanskrit. But the, okay, instead of a, okay, supreme suggests to me absolutism
Absolutism, yeah.
or extremism,
Yeah.
which to me, by using the, means there's only one. That is Buddhist philosophy, supreme.
Yeah.
Which to me, when I apply critical thinking and reasoning, there's one thing that the Buddha said that we all learned, and that the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path are part of. In fact, they're synonymous, and that is the middle path, which means against all extremes, right? Against all extremes, right? So if you write a book and you say Buddhism is the, meaning the only one, there's no other. Supreme, which means the maximum, the highest philosophy, then what about all the others? You have just claimed that this is an absolute term. This is just me doing critical thinking. Doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just questioning. Doesn't it violate the notion of the middle path, which means equanimity? Middle path
Yeah.
is really equanimity.
Yeah.
But I'm not a scholar in Buddhism.
Equanimity,
But-
middle pain, middle class.
So if the writing in English would have been a instead of the, that would have been more acceptable for me, because it means that it's one of many very important philosophies, Buddhism.
All right.
Think about that.
Yeah.
It's nothing we can answer today. It's not that I don't question Buddhism as a philosophy and I embrace Buddhism as a philosophy. But the way this book is written, when they use the term the, which means there's no other. It's either that or none. Only one. And that seems to me to go against the notion of the middle path and equanimity, which is important in Buddhism.
Right.
Because you see in Abrahamic religions like Catholicism or the Jewish faith or the Islamic faith, it's an absolute God. And that for me is a little bit extreme because there's only one. But how do you know? I mean, that's a claim that seems to go against the middle path and the whole notion of equanimity, a balance, right? It's just a question. It's critical thinking on my part. I don't know. I would like to listen to you as you go home and think about this. And just think about what I just said. Doesn't mean we'll have an answer, but it's a good thing to think. You have to reason. What does he mean by using the word the instead of a? Small, but it means a lot. Anyways.
Okay, thank you, Philip. Yeah, I will translate later, but you read what was Buddha.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I apologize I can't speak Khmer. Because if I did, I think you would have some quick responses. But the Venerable Hoksing Hai can clarify this because he's very wise and knowledgeable about these terms, more so than I. But for your benefit, he will help you. So I guess you want me to answer the question.
Yeah.
Which one?
Was.
Who this one?
Yeah,
Who was the Buddha?
Right.
Okay, here we go. With my weak eyes, I'll try to read this. Question. Who was the Buddha? Answer. In the year 563 BC. You know what BC means, right? Before Christ. There's another way you can write that. It's before common era.
Common era.
Common. BCE. BEC. If you Google it, you'll come up with before common era. It means the same thing as before Christ. So you can either see it both ways. So anyways, in the year 563 BC,
in the year
563 BC, before Christ, a baby was born.
A baby was born
Into a royal family.
into a royal family
In northern India.
in northern India.
He grew up
He grew up
in wealth
in wealth,
and luxury.
luxury,
But eventually,
but eventually
he found that
he found that
worldly comforts and security do not guarantee happiness. He was deeply moved by the suffering. He saw all around and resolved to find the key to human happiness. When he was 29, he left his wife and child and set off to sit at the feet of the great religious teachers of the day and to learn from them. They taught him much, but none really knew the cause of human suffering and how it could be overcome. And how it could be overcome. Eventually, after 6 years, after 6 years study, struggle and meditation, he had an experience in which all ignorance fell away. And he suddenly understood. From that day onwards, he was called the Buddha, the awakened one. He lived for another 45 years, during which time he traveled all over northern India, teaching others what he had discovered. His compassion and patience were legendary. And he had thousands of followers. In his 80th year, old and sick, but still dignified and serene, he finally died.
Yeah, thank you, Philip. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
I got to take this. That's right.
That's okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, thank you, Philip. អរគុណ Philip បានអានពីគុណចាស់ហើយណាហ្នឹងហើយចា Okay, so I just repeat. Question: Who was the Buddha? មិញយើងបានយើងរៀន3ថ្ងៃនេះយើងរៀនបាន2សំណួរហើយណា What is Buddhism ពុទ្ធសាសនាជាអ្វីហើយមួយទៀត So Buddhism is just philosophy តើពុទ្ធសាសនាជា philosophy ទស្សនវិជ្ជាឬកណាដល់សំណួរបន្ទាប់ទី3គឺគេសួរថា Who was the Buddha តើព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធជានរណាណា Who was the Buddha? In the year 563 BC, a baby was born in a royal family in northern India. He grew up in wealth and luxury, but eventually found that worldly comforts and security do not guarantee happiness. He was deeply moved by the suffering he saw all around and resolved to find the key to human happiness. When he was 29, he left his wife and child and set off to sit under the feet of the great religious teachers of the day and to learn from them. They taught him much, but none really knew the cause of human suffering and how it could be overcome. Eventually, after 6 years study, struggle and meditation, he had an experience in which all ignorance fell away and he suddenly understood. From that day onwards, he was called the Buddha, the awakened one. He lived for another 45 years, during which time he traveled all northern India, teaching others that what he had discovered. His compassion and patience were legendary, and he had thousands of followers. In his 80-year-old and sick, in his 80-year-old and sick, អាហ្នឹងគេខមាđể con lên. But still dignified and serene, he finally died. ពាក្យនៅក្នុងសភៅនេះគណៈឃើញមានសភៅមួយទៀតគេកែថើមខ្លះពាក្យខ្លះđể con ព្រោះពាក្យដូចពាក្យថា die អញ្ចឹងđể con ពាក្យថា die ញាតិញោមវាដាច់ ដូចគុណពាក្យថា die បានន័យថាមិនថា die 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 ហ្នឹងគឺស្លាប់ហ្នឹងមិនអញ្ចឹងដូចគុណ die ថា die ស្អីមិនទៅ D I E កណា die យើងថាស្លាប់កណាស្លាប់ប៉ុន្តែអង់គ្លេសក៏មានពាក្យក្រៅ you know the synonym of die die any other synonym yeah like yeah to decease yeah to pass away អញ្ចឹង like យើងធម្មតាក្នុងសភៅធម៌ដូចគុណចំពោះព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធគេដោយច្រើនគេប្រើពាក្យ pass away now pass away this one pass this is correct or Philip or no e
Just
maybe like
without the e or passed away, past tense.
yeah past tense but
Passed away, aw. Yeah.
let's say present right pass away this one នេះបើយើងអាចនិយាយមកហ្នឹងបរិណិព្វានអញ្ចឹងទេគុណបរិណិព្វាន another one is this is
Deceased.
this is
C.
yeah DC
E.
this one
Yep.
this one
Yep.
នឹង DC ហ្នឹងគឺបាត់បង់ទៅដែរទេគុណពាក្យហ្នឹង this is ណាគឺណា
Expire.
expire
I've heard that. It's not really.
yeah
but it's
yeah
used sometimes.
ចឹង
Doctors use it
គឺណា
typically in their hospitals.
ហើយកណាបញ្យល់ពាក្យស្លាប់បន្តិចទេគុណនេះគុណគាត់អីកណាបច្ចេកនិយាយទៅដើម្បីកុំឲ្យស្ងាត់ដល់ស្ងាត់គេណា
pass away ហ្នឹងបើសិននិយាយពីមនុស្សស្លាប់បើនិយាយពីព្រះពុទ្ធបរិណិព្វាន
កណាប៉ិនពាក្យហ្នឹងពាក្យដូចថាពាក្យគួសមអញ្ចឹងដាយអញ្ចឹងមកកណាចង់និយាយពាក្យខ្មែរក៏ដូចគ្នាដែរទេគុណរឿងណាស្លាប់ហ្នឹងយើងថាស្លាប់វាសាមញ្ញណាគុណប៉ុន្តែបើសត្វស្លាប់ក៏ស្លាប់មកពាក្យថាសម្លាប់ទេគុណមិនអញ្ចឹងសម្លាប់ហ្នឹងគឺធ្វើឲ្យស្លាប់ណែមិនអញ្ចឹងទេគុណត្រូវទេណា
ដូចជាស្លាប់អង្គុយអញ្ចឹង
សម្លាប់អង្គុយមែនទេគុណ
សម្លាប់អង្គុយបានណាអង្គុយបានស្លាប់
ជើ DK នេះប្រែថាស្លាប់
កណា DC ហ្នឹងគឺបាត់បង់ទៅណាទេគុណ DC រលាយរលាត់ទៅហ្នឹងណារលាយរលាត់ទៅ ចឹងខ្មែរយើងក៏មានច្រើនណាស់ពាក្យអញ្ចឹងអីណានេះគុណសិននាមហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែប្រើក្នុងបរិយាគេហៅថាក្នុងបរិបទខុសគ្នាអញ្ចឹងនេះគុណណាដូចសត្វអញ្ចឹងថាសត្វងាប់អីអញ្ចឹងទៅណាមនុស្សស្លាប់អីអញ្ចឹងទៅប៉ុន្តែបើនេះគុណស្លាប់ បាទទៅណាដែលនេះគុណស្លាប់គេហៅថានេះគុណងាប់អីហើយមិនហៅថានេះគុណស្លាប់ទេគឺនេះគុណសុគតណានេះគុណសុគត ឬក៏មួយទៀតអនិច្ចៈ ណាអានិច្ចធម្មកណាគាត់ឲ្យបន្តិចចុះណាឡាប់នឹងដូចគ្នាណាដូចគុណមិញណានេះដូចគ្នាចេះដូចគុណអនិច្ចវាមានអនិច្ចកម្មអនិច្ចធម្មកណាហើយមួយទៀតអនិច្ចកណាសេខ្មែរលឿនពេញយន្តកាលញាតិញោមខ្លះថាដូចគុណសេឲ្យច្បាស់តិចមើល គេដាក់ធ្វើសេវាសំណំតិចមកណារៀនមើលអសរចម្លែកហ្នឹងណាអរេមកពីកណាចង់លឿនពេកទេគុណអនិច្ចៈដល់ពេលប្រិតពេកទៅអញ្ចឹងទៅអរេមកពីកណានេះតែសេអញ្ចឹងទេគុណហើយកណាសេអញ្ចឹងមើលបើមិនអេមងាគ្នាឲ្យគ្នាសេបច្រាស់ អានេះត្រូវប្លង់ទេគុណណាណាដាក់ដៃឆ្វេងមែនទេគុណអស់ស្អាតមិនហ្នឹងទេគុណណាចង់និយាយឲ្យវាអនិច្ចកម្មបើទៅមើលយកហើយដល់ពេលអនិច្ចកម្មហ្នឹងក៏គេចង់ដើរថាឧទាហរណ៍ដូចលោកអាចារ្យស្លាប់អីចឹងអាចារ្យស្លាប់គេហៅអនិច្ចកម្មឬក៏នៅក្រាន់បើអីចឹងអនិច្ចកម្ម អានេះជាកម្មមនុស្សទូទៅក៏ប្រើបានគេថាពាក្យប្រសំគួរឲ្យមួយទៀតប្រសងក៏ទៅជាអនិច្ចណាអនិច្ចធម្មៈហ្នឹងណារៀងសំណំជានឹងទីទៅហើយមួយទៀត is in our language we have different term as well like pass away die disease cell I just explain them because we use in different context yeah អាចារ្យអនិច្ចកម្មលោកអនិច្ចធម្មណាហើយមួយទៀតស្មើពាក្យសុគតអញ្ចឹងណាសុគតនេះគុណយល់ពាក្យសុគតបានន័យថាម៉េចណា very good ដំណើរទៅដោយល្អហ្នឹងហើយសុហ្នឹងល្អកតៈហ្នឹងទៅណាទៅដោយល្អកណាសុគតទៅដោយល្អទៅដោយស្រួលអាសុគតណាដែលគុណសុគតទៅប៉ុន្តែអត់មែនសុគតបតក់ទេណាដែលគុណបតក់ហ្នឹង ចឹងបានភាសាបាលីឌីគុណក៏គួរចាំពាក្យដូចនេះអត់មានពាក្យបិសាចដូចគុណពាក្យខ្លះឧទាហរណ៍ដូចកណាចេះបញ្យល់ទៀតយើងឧទាហរណ៍ឌីគុណអានេះអានថាម៉េចឌីគុណទាយក់ណាសិលឿនពេកទាយក់កណាទាយក់ហើយនីយក់ anh nó ăn miếng bật tỏi chẳng tia giờ cả bà này tha này ao ấy đi còn đó tia giờ cả này dỗ cứ nẹt đặc nòm này dỗ mò bịa ni thiệt á thà ni chỉ ai hay cạn nó bộ bị cháy đi con tới chuyện này dỗ chẳng cái nào pan đây để con miền bịa muối để con miền bịa nè để con ăn này trâu cho mời cái nào đã ăn này trâu để ăn khó bọt à để con ăn này trâu á cái nào để con lậu khơi bịa này đấy để con ăn nó mệt về chọ rồi coi về chọ nè về chọ rồi về chọ mình ăn về trâu thì chết đi con mà tôi thì mình bật tỏ đấy thì chỉ làm thay thì con xe bật tỏ và chôn cái cắt ăn cái nát rồi nào bật tỏ xạ mới nữa nè chẳng dương ăn nề ruộng mình chẳng thì con cứ bật tỏ đạch bật mó này nề ruộng ôi xong nè tề ruộng nề ruộng nè số quạt chẳng đợi rùa chiết đó đi con nè rùa chiết rẽ xạ chi rùa chiết cứ ăn rùa đôi biệt là khai rùa nơi chẳng rùa hay ăn đôi kia rùa nè cả rùa nè cả rùa bật tọ ai cho nên người phong nghề xua để con mấy nhưng khi để con ăn cái đâu ta mình bật tọ chẳng này để con ăn mình dế chọ đừng cái gì nói chọ đừng mấy mình chọ đó chẳng bạn thá ra để con ăn mày để con xua nẹt bờ lây nẹt sao không ai cho ba mình dê chọn nó cứ nẹt sâu mình chẳng đây còn á là dê chọn cứ nẹt sâu nhưng cô ta ăn dê chọn ăn trâu rồi sa chín chọn sa chín chọn mà chẳng tia dọ nia dọ dê chọn ăn ăn trâu pan chẳng ăn dê chọn cái ná này chẳng bạn cái ná xua để con nứng nè cái này nó rương cô bị cha là na từng ông nè ok ê ăn menเป็ด bọc cái ăn dây chọ mình trừ ăn chẳng đi còn mấy nhường cái nào chuyện á nề dọ tề dọ sụt quạt chẳng dây chọ đâu na đây còn na và thà coffee na mua xua cái nào và đừng thà kêu na phải kêu hại dây chọ đó miền nề dọ nè dùng ăn nề dọ anh chẳng nè mình chẳng đi còn dân nề dọ cho bà nề dọ chẳng chẳng đại nữa để con vô là để phone ấy để con ai thà he finally passed away he finally passed away chẳng tử trong cõi cứ bọn ông tròn bệ nập biển cái này trong cõi bọn ông tròn bệ nập biển nhưng con yeah he's gone but she's gone also something like passed away yeah. Yeah.
Not using this context in this way.
He finally passed away.
He finally died.
He finally passed away. Trong cõi bọn ông trong bệ nập biển. Nó được nhau miền nhôm lực máu này có nó pha tay vùng bay này tí tiết gì lọ để ta máu nó kén để con nộp mong cái nó ngay cõi để con nè anh trẻ để con tua chia ọt miền mong cả đói để con vô anh ca để về ọt đá nè cái hàng ca ngọp nó ngọp nó để con càn nó nè ngại đập pe đập mong hay để con lơ lơ ca nó bạn này tham mày và để con đơn na tôi piện ca nào để con piện ca cái hào thà lô giáp bạt rồi cái hào thà lô giáp thế rồi mình lô giáp lô mình giáp thế nữa lô piện ca nè chẳng để con bạn piện ca với ọt piện bạn còn thà nó để con can ăn cá thom nước máu đập bị máu đòn máu để con cần lơ nó có bán lứ cái nào khơi nhổ đòn mòn á cái này cái nào trong cái này hi nó cứ nào đau vào pốt đó cái nào cái nào ăn được bọt bao giờ nó presma sam pốt vào trong pre tiền từ cái nào bàn tay để con u tờ ho bờ mano sa máy có tha hi nó pre tháp bột qual các bạn nữa mai nó bột qual nó trong cái cứ tha slap tơ hai để con để bột qual mày nè bột qual cái này về mình tuyệt u tờ ho nó được u tờ ho bàn trần để con mình ăn cái ni tớ anh nó cứ bọc qual chẳng à bọc qual đó nè bàn tay đập pel môi tiết bọc qual bọc anh ấy bọc nè bọc đam chờ đấy nè anh ấy ngọt á bọc nhảy nhái chị tôm xuống bọc có lạp bạt ê anh ấy đã men đấy nó khó khăn khó khăn nè nghe bọc quần khơi nhá đi còn khi bật tọ nó án nó bật tọ rồi anh biết bọc quần lấy bọc quần nó mà biết đôi niềng đôi nên cái hào tha xạ tị xạ sâu á để còn phải xa khai tha xạ tị xạ sâu bạn ấy tha sum lên đôi bàn tay ở tận đây khó khăn nè ở bên xạ tị xạ nấy sum lên xén bàn tay ở tận đây đôi khnia cái này nè nè đặt bút đá máu bậc non ăn tập bát dương dây pi và put dương đặt bút đá các bạn bàn tay hết ai có để con bây dương dây pi pronoun bạn ấy tha mày pronoun sắp niệm bạn ấy tha chùm nua niệm chẳng khi hàng đám kinh dây u thọ kinh dây hạ xiang hai hay trong bao mơ bị vô nó hạ xiang hai công bông riêng hai mong bay hạ xiang hai tranh tờ con hai mong bụng buôn để con hạ xiang hai ở đây dây chẳng nghe cho cần tranh nhá và vào hạ xiang hai teaching English and at 8 or 9 he love his class and thân he khởi nhớ he take a shower chẳng tới nè cái khởi nhớ đi còn sạp phần niệm bên đây ta nè chùm nua cái nào anh có ban bây giờ trong chỉ clear và vô có ban cái này anh nó sai lời dương ngại gì chừng cả xăm tập bài đó cha được con pe class tuần này tí gọi pe class nhung cái nào xôm cả thoại bằng cung kêu con cha được ca ban đầu mốc phải đăng bạn cha được ca ban đăng có bàn bạn cha được ca u thò muốn cười bay chứ mà rồi bạn tranh phần niệm của bàn đài chẳng hạn để còn nó không present nó lại năng ngày dương còn bây giờ phải cũng cứ phải cùng tuần năng tuần tì bỏ lô tới và đăng tới của bàn anh chẳng từ hào chung một cái school tiết có mình thay mình coi đấy ôi nó sao pe lên chân đó nó sao đọc tiếng Nam Anh đòn món ấy mấy tuần đòn món chúng to tới tiết làm mà đòn món mấy tuần đó đấy con ok chẳng cái này tam pet nó không ăn bọt này miền bịa cho để dừng trâu sặc xá để còn cái này đợi BC dừng cha mà nhá nó BC alo cái này để con mưa ăn bọt hay cái này pre oi thì món tới đấy để con po cái này trong lươn hết ấy po sum nua all oi này to pi sum nua ta who was the boot gì ngày nay mấy chắc để con cái hao ta cái này cá sấu pre pro hồn Who was the Buddha? Này sum nua hay tọt mắc cái số thà. If he was only called Buddha after he had his profound realization, what was his name before that? So tích. Chẳng khmei nhá, để con để che ai để bọt đi. Vậy tao đi nại dương đấy khmei nâu khang Bang nâu khang sông tô nâu khang America khang Australia cái chập rom đây cái chẳng đang anh chẳng đây. Nè chẳng mưa lùm ắt á, sầm rạp này riêng Phật sát na đầm bông ấy, xua sum nua chẳng mất chùm lao ấy tí mèo. Hay tọt mắc cái số wasn't it irresponsible for the Buddha to walk out on his wife and child เนี่ยอะไรที่สำนวนนึงละได้ว่าสำนวนครับปัญญาวันหรือกับโอนสู้ได้งอได้แต่จังพระสัมมาสัมพุทธพระองค์ตรงเจงปีพระนโกจะเจ้าอาเกมเฮไซบทตราเรโฮลโกมาโนแต่พระองค์อัดเมียนกาตัวคอเตอร์หรืออันเมียนตัวคอเตอร์หรือเนี่ยสำนวนนี่ละได้ก่อนนะนายจำไล่ก็ละเด้อเพราะว่าไทยสำนวนจำไล่ละนะจังละตรงต่อมากี่ส่วนท่า if the Buddha is that how can he help us บุษนบอกพระองค์เปรตนเปียนตายแต่พระองค์อาจมาช่วยยืมไม่เบอร์ไงมนุษย์เนี่ยไฟกลมโซเมอร์พระองค์ช่วยชมกันนาโรสีเมียนบานได้จังนั่นไงเมียนยืมละจังนะแบบบ่อนจังสำนวนแล้วเงียบมาเป็น who was the Buddha ตาบปดเจียโนนามันเจ้าในก่อนนะให้ answer in the year 560 สมทบ in the year 563 BC นะไอ้ที่ก่อนขนมชนำ563มุนคริสต์ศักราชนะเมียนไอ้ที่ก่อนไอ้เบบี้นะเป็นเบบี้นะ BC นั่นคือ before Christ บันทึกทำมุนคริสต์ศักราชกันนะนี่ก่อนมุนคริสต์ศักราชย้อนแล้วนะพอพุทธศาสนามุนคริสต์ศักราชนั่นเองจัง563ชนำมุนคริสต์ศักราชอรอหมองบานประโสดในขนมปริตะโกล Royal Family นั่นนะขนมปริตะโกลในอินเดียเพียงข้างเชิง Northern India เพียงข้างเชิง He grew up in wealth and luxury, but eventually found that worldly comfort and security do not guarantee happiness. ព្រះអង្គបានធំធាត់ឡើងក្នុង valve បានន័យថាម៉េចឌីគុណក្នុងភោគៈសម្បត្តិស្ដុកស្ដំណាឌីគុណយល់ valve ស្ដុកស្ដំភោគៈសម្បត្តិណាយើងហៅភោគៈសម្បត្តិណា valve Philip is right valve yeah valve ហ្នឹងគឺភោគៈសម្បត្តិណាស្ដុកស្ដំអញ្ចឹងណាភោគៈសម្បត្តិគឺណាហើយអីទៀតឌីគុណ luxury you know luxury ឬថាលយឆាយប្រណិតណា but ប៉ុន្តែ eventually you know eventually ជាចុងក្រោយ eventually ជាចុងក្រោយ eventually ណា eventually lastly ក៏បាន very good eventually Philip is correct this one eventually
ពាក្យនឹងស្មើពាក្យ lastly ហ្នឹង
ណា at last ចុងក្រោយក៏បាន eventually
ប្រែទៅមិន
ណាចុងក្រោយជាចុងក្រោយ eventually but eventually found that បានន័យថាឃើញថាណាព្រះអង្គបានឃើញថាព្រះអង្គយល់ឃើញថាព្រោះព្រះអង្គទីគុណនិយាយទៅព្រះអង្គឆ្លងកាត់អស់ទីគុណព្រះអង្គឆ្លងកាត់អស់ណាទីគុណឆ្លងកាត់អញ្ចឹងថាមនុស្សពេលខ្លះត្រូវការឆ្លងកាត់ប៉ុន្តែមិនពេលគេនិយាយលេងសើចខ្លះគេថាយើងបួសដូចពីច្រាស់វិញមកទៅនិយាយប៉ុន្តែនិយាយថាខុសពីខុសដំណើរព្រះអង្គមិនព្រះអង្គណាព្រះអង្គកើតក្នុងត្រកូលហើយសោយរាជអីចឹងមកបានរៀបអភិសេកអីមានបត់មួយបានចេញទៅណាប៉ុន្តែព្រះសង្ឃយើងបួសឥឡូវណាបួសតាំងពីទួយជួយមកដល់ពេលបួសអស់និស័យអស់បុណ្យកពោកមកវិញមកទៅរកសាងគ្រួសារមានបត់មានអីទៅឃើញផ្ទុយនេះគាត់ផ្ទុយណាព្រះអង្គតែយើងហ្នឹងហើយនេះគាត់ចេះដឹងច្រើនណាចេះព្រះអង្គពីក្រោមឡើងលើតែយើងពីលើចុះក្រោមត្រូវតែគាត់ពីលើចុះក្រោមណាតែគាត់ថាប្រសងបួហើយដល់ពេលសឹកមកវិញបានន័យថាមកក្រោមពីលើចុះក្រោមល្អតែគាត់អញ្ចឹងតែគាត់ចង់នៅលើចង់នៅក្រោមអេនៅគាត់នៅខាងលើទៅព្រោះតែគាត់ចង់បានខាងលើទៅឋានទេវតាអញ្ចឹងមកក្រោមល្អមែនទេតអាមេរិកមួយខែមុននេះញោមថាដូចគាត់ណាអ្នកខ្លះគាត់ថាមិនសប្បាយចិត្តនឹងលោកសឹកលោកអីចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែយើងពិចារណាមើលដូចទេវតានេះគាត់និយាយទេវតានៅឋានលើសោះសោយសុខសម្បត្តិអូទេវតាស្រួលប៉ុន្តែទេវតាក៏ធ្លាក់មើលមិនដូចគាត់ជាយត់គេហៅទេវតាជាយត់នេះគាត់ណាមកកើតដូចទីគុណគ្រប់អង្គមនុស្សម្នីអីមិនដឹងមកពីណាអាចថាមកពីទេវតាឬអីយើងមិនដឹងទេគាត់ជួនកាលមកពីនរកមកពីណាក៏ដឹងយើងមិនដឹងប៉ុន្តែទេវតាក៏ជាយត់មកក្រោមដែរហើយពេលទេវតាខ្លះជាយត់ពីទេវតាទៅដល់នរកមិនអញ្ចឹងទេគាត់ណានរកនោះអញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាអ្វីអនិច្ចតាធោអញ្ចឹងបើទីគុណគេសួរថាទីគុណសឹកអត់កុំអាត្មាមិនសឹកទេទីគុណឆ្លើយមិនឆ្លើយទៅអាត្មាបួសរហូតដូចខ្លួនអ្នកដែលបដិញ្ញាបួលរហូតហ្នឹងសឹកអស់ហើយប៉ុន្តែយើងថាញោមអាត្មានិច្ចតាញោមណាមជ្រះថ្លាអត់ទៅបើអាត្មាថានិច្ចតាយើងមិនទៅប្រាប់ថាអាត្មាពេលខ្លះអួតតែដូចកូនអួតចង់ប្រាប់ថាអាត្មាគ្រាន់បើអាត្មាបួលរហូតណា show off យើងប្រាប់តាមធម្មតាទៅអនិច្ចតាធัวយើងបួសយើងសិក្សាយើងរៀនទៅជ្រះថ្លាចេះតែនៅទៅណាកុំតែខ្វល់ឯកូនសំខាន់ចិត្តខ្លួនឯងហ្នឹងណានៅសល់ទៀតទៅដូចកូនឆ្ងល់អីទៀត eventually មិនចេះហើយណាចូលដូចកូន worldly comfort កន្លែងនេះ worldly comfort worldly បានន័យថាម៉េច worldly Philip worldly yeah ដូចកូន worldly person បានន័យថាម៉េចកណាប្រាប់មុននោះ worldly person បានន័យថាមនុស្សបុគ្គលពុទ្ធជនណាដូចកូនពុទ្ធជនណាកណាពុទ្ធជនណាពុទ្ធជន worldly person បានពុទ្ធជនណាហើយមួយទៀតណាកលយានពុទ្ធជននេះគុណដាក់ធម្មតាដែរ good worldly ដាក់ good ទៅមិនได้ខុស good ណា good worldly person ណាកណាបញ្យល់សិនណាដើម្បីឲ្យទីគុណយល់ worldly បានន័យថាតាក់ទងនឹង លោកយើងនេះណាណា worldly person បានបថយជន់ដល់ worldly comfort បានន័យថាម៉េចទេគុណក្នុងន័យនេះ worldly comfort you know comfortable ទេគុណ adjective how do you feel I feel comfortable comfortable is very comfortable បានន័យថាវាស្រួលងាយវាណាស្រស់ថ្លា fresh comfortable បានន័យថាស្រួលដោយអង្គុយដោយគុណអង្គុយគង់ are you comfortable បានន័យថាឧទាហរណ៍ដោយគុណឃើញកណាឈរអញ្ចឹងឈរយូរជិត1ម៉ោងអញ្ចឹងដោយគុណសួរ are you comfortable yeah I said I'm all right I'm ដូចថាដោយគុណអត់អីទេកង់ឈរអញ្ចឹងណាឬតែដល់ពេលអង្គុយកង់ទៅវាសុកស្រួលអត់អញ្ចឹងយើងសុកស្រួលអត់ comfortable ហ្នឹងដល់ very comfortable ចង់និយាយថាសេចក្តីសុខលោកីណាយល់ទេដូចគាត់សេចក្តីសុខលោកី comfortable very comfort ហ្នឹងគឺភាពរីករាយបែបលោកីអាហ្នឹងគេហៅថាម៉េចលោកីសុខមកលោកីសុខដូចគាត់ថាមកលោកីសុខសុខបែបលោកីស្រួលនេះสนุกស្រួលប្រភាគខ្មែរ very comfort ណាលោកីសុខដល់ពេលមួយទៀតកណាចង់ប្រើមួយទៀតលោកធម៌ដែលគាត់ថាម៉េច worldly ណា worldly ධម្មៈហ្នឹងលោកធម៌ណាលោកធម៌មានធម៌របស់លោកឯណាណាលោកធម៌ណាលោកធម៌ត្រូវឲ្យ worldly ផ្លូវលោកមួយកណាក្លឹបគាត់ឲ្យដូចគាត់ដូច secular បានន័យថាម៉េចដូចគាត់ secular ខាងអាណាចក្រណាអាណាចក្រ secular ដល់មួយទៀត Buddhist ណា Buddhist ខាងពុទ្ធចក្រណា Buddhist ណា monastic ល្អណាស់គាត់ monastic ខាងពុទ្ធចក្រ monastic នេះខាងពុទ្ធចក្រខាង secular អាណាចក្រខាង monastic ពុទ្ធចក្រកងទាំងពីរអាណាចក្រពុទ្ធចក្រត្រូវដើរទៅគ្នានៅស្រុកខ្មែរយើងណាសុខុមាលភាព so sad អរគុណ comfort ហ្នឹងសុខុមាលភាពមានពាក្យអង់គ្លេស welfare ហ្នឹងគឺប្រែចំមកសុខុមាលភាព welfare
ជាងអាចប្រើថា
mundane ධម្មៈបានន័យថាម៉េចលោកហ្នឹងហើយ mundane អរិmundane ហើយ supra mundane បានន័យថាលោកនេះលោកី supra mundane លោកកត្រៈ mundane ក្នុងន័យហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែគឺថាដើម្បីពាក្យ similar synonym កណាដល់ម៉ោងហើយគាត់ណាអញ្ចឹងជួបគ្នាថ្ងៃស្អែក Thank you Philip and we on time now កណានេះគាត់តោះណាហេ Any question មានសំណួរចាំសួរស្អែកមកដល់ម៉ោងទៀងទាត់ពេលវេលាសត្វទាំងឡាយទាំងពួងដែលដល់ហើយនៅសេចក្តីទោសសូមឲ្យជាសាទបាទសេចក្តីទោសទៅដែលដល់ហើយនៅភ័យជាសាទបាទភ័យទៅដែលដល់ហើយនៅសេចក្តីសោកសូមឲ្យជាសាទបាទសេចក្តីសោកទៅអង Thank you everyone see you tomorrow 8 to 9 អរគុណញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទពោលជួបគ្នាថ្ងៃស្អែកម៉ោង 8 ម៉ោង 4 យប់ភាពល្អទាំងអស់គ្នាហើយសម្រានសឹងលងលក់ស្រួលស្អែកឡើងធ្វើការធ្វើងារសិក្សារៀនសូត្រគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គគ្រប់គ្នានមស្ការលា